Hello everybody, my name is Pastor Nick Dalton. I'm the senior pastor of the Jefferson Church. I'm here with my wife, Chanel, and we want to tell you a little bit about what our church has done this Sunday, something very special for a family in our community, which is kind of what God has called us to do, is to take care of people in and around our community. Jefferson, Georgia, Jackson County, that's our territory, and we're going to do everything we can to bless people around us, people like Gina.
That's right. Gina and I met at the nail salon. We were both getting pedicures at the same time. She was sitting across from me, and I saw someone pay for her pedicure, and I just kept wondering what was going on. And so she began to cry, and so she started telling me her story, and she said that she had just recently lost her husband in September, and it was her birthday on that day, and her girl's birthday was the next day. She's got a set of twins. But then she started telling me more of her story, and she told me that she had 2 other girls, so she has 4 children total. My heart broke for her as a mom. I couldn't imagine where she was.
So as a church family, we partnered with her home church in Homer, Georgia, called True Life Church. Pastor Travis and Pastor Jessica have done such an amazing job helping us help them, and we want you to know a little bit about what they said about Gina's husband, Travis.
Hey, I'm Chase Riley, and I'm the pastor of True Life Church, and this is my wife, Jessica. We started True Life Church in 2018. As part of our core team, Travis Kurtz was very instrumental. He started out as our worship leader and moved into executive pastor role. His hands were in pretty much everything. Everything that we started, Travis was involved. I remember the first time we sat down and talked about the possibility of him joining our team and helping us fill our void of a worship leader. He looked at me and he said that if he came on board, he would be on board 110%. And I was sitting there thinking, there is no way that this guy can just be that on board after hearing the mission and the vision of the church for a few minutes, after I've thought about this vision for years. But boy, was I wrong. Travis was very on board. That's an understatement, really. He went the extra mile. He would even take his vacation days from work to do things at the church to make sure things got done. And I'm all over the place. But Travis was the structure that we needed and was the key ingredient for us to be able to get the church launched and be able to get the ministries in place that we needed.
Little did I know that when Gina and I were in a small group together, that this would become such a strong relationship that we have had with their family. She has done so much since that day that we were together in a small group, just always being a leader. Her and Travis has always been an example, a godly example to others of how you should really have a genuine relationship and rely on each other in marriage. And she has also just done so much for our church since that day that when we got Travis, we got her, and it was a good, they were always a team, and she has done stuff on our financial planning. She has also just put her hands in the sound. Wherever we need her, she is always more than willing.
We're always coming up with excuses of why we can't. And I've been so proud of Gina in the fact that while she has a huge excuse not to be involved in our church, it hasn't stopped her. I believe even more it's made her more determined to be who God called her to be and develop and grow in who God's called her to be so that she can still be used for God's honor and God's glory. And I believe that's what Travis would want her to do.
So Jefferson Church family, because of your generosity, we were able to bless Gina and her 4 girls like they have never expected to be blessed before. We were able to take care of cleaning her house for an entire year. Yeah. We took care of daycare for her 2 youngest girls because she needs to work and she needs to be able to have those girls taken care of. So we took care of daycare for a year. Yeah. We are sending her to Wilderness at the Smokies, her and her family, for a vacation whenever they choose to go. Everything's going to be paid for. In addition to that, her heating and air for her house will be taken care of for the life of the time that she stays at that house. But also, thanks to Billy Kane Ford and thanks to the generosity of the Jefferson Church family, we gave her a car that she was not expecting. In addition to that, CrossFit 30549 gave a $500 gift card towards her gas. And we have already found somebody that's going to pay for her insurance for a year. All
amazing.
from the generosity of
Yeah,
our Jefferson
that's
Church
right.
family, that we're able to help and bless a family like Gina and her girls. To God be the glory, because He's done great things for us.
Yeah.